it's Jeannie from Blaha with Take a Walk with Your Angels, EnjoyFlames.com. Angel Cove, Colorado, here to share the messages from the quantum for December 2018. All right, so there's a lot of activity going on. Have you felt it? A lot of the general thing that happens in December, but also a lot more than that. And so I asked the quantum about this. I said, those loved ones in spirit were talking away about things, and they said they actually, angels, guides, and those in spirit love this time of year. They love it. And why is that? It's not that in the quantum there's a timeline, right? Because linear time is only here. Quantum time is no time. It's timeless. So it's not about the December and the holiday and the getting together reunions. It's about the feeling, the frequency that happens in this holiday time, which is what? Joy, expectation of surprises, and anticipation of those great gifts, of being able to share something with somebody and see their glee and their excitement and their thrill and their peace and their bliss. And whenever you give somebody a gift, especially those really good surprise ones that they're not expecting at all. And then the reunions, the families getting together, friends getting together, whoever your family and tribe might be. So that's the aspect of it that the quantum loves, because with all of this juiced up energy on the planet, what does that do? Well, it basically levitates us or lifts us out of a lot of the other low frequency states of hopelessness, desperation, depression, anxiety, sleeplessness, all of these other states that really are where we have ourselves disempowered, where then we become less able to serve, right? Because if we're disempowered, how are we going to help others? It doesn't equate very well. So they love this time of the year. So ask them, what do you want to share about December 2018? So this is what they're talking about. They said they understand completely that this can also be a very, very challenging time, because people have those that have passed that they're missing, and that they're having these memories of, or maybe it hasn't even been a year that a very beloved person has passed. So there's that. There can be challenges. There can be strife amongst family members, misunderstandings, old stuff getting hung on to, unforgiveness, chapters of rage or anger, or I can't stand the holidays. I hear that a lot from the collective consciousness. I can't stand the holidays. And it's what the quantum, those in the quantum are encouraging, is to drop into a place of gratitude. And the minute you start to feel that, the anxiousness, the stress, that, oh my gosh, I have to go talk to that person because I know he or she is going to be there at this family event or that reunion, and drop into a place of gratitude and begin to consider all of the things that you do love, that you do appreciate, that you think are fantastic. You could even be coming up with an aspect or a half of an aspect of a person that is really challenging for you over the holiday, and look to that light, see the light in the person. Here's a little secret that serves very well, and it was, I'm going to say it's probably many years ago that I was told this from the quantum, is that when we connect with people and we make a declaration, we're just going to connect with the divine in that person. We're just going to connect with the essential self. If you don't have any kind of spiritual affiliation to anything, you can just say the essential self, that energy prior to any form, right? That's our essential self. You're just going to connect to there. And that's what your declaration is. You're going to find that your communications are much easier. They're much more peaceful. They are not as heavy and laden with all this wanting somebody to say something a certain way or do something a certain way in order to meet you, and instead puts it on, where can you two meet? Where can you five meet? In that essential self way, right? What's the essential self? Why is that so different? Your essential self has no filters, no heaviness around what somebody has done to you or what you've done to another. And it removes all of that gunk and puts you back into that state of just light to light, you're connecting. So how might you do this? Well, in the physical, it works very well, is as you're connecting with people and you're meeting up with them, connect with this area. This is the sixth chakra, and it is your intuition, your connection to the divine. It has to do with being able to see the intuitive aspects of somebody, because everybody's got them. So don't cut others short out of that. And you're really connecting here rather than looking into the two eyes of a person who may be looking at you with some unforgiveness or bitterness or anger, or maybe you're looking at them with your eyes that way. Whereas if you declare, I'm just going to concentrate in this area, believe me, nobody can tell you're looking here instead of the 2 eyes, then you're really setting the tone of that's where you're going to meet. Well, at the end of the day, what does that boil down to? Those in the quantum say you're just meeting with love then, because love is light, love is love. So you're connecting here. And you might scoff at this and say, no possible way that is bull manure, that would never work. Don't knock it until you try it, because this area is very profound. And in many, many spiritualities across the world, this is where they generally connect with people on their own measure of their own dignity, of their own statement of, that's how I'm going to connect with people, rather than I'm looking at people with judgment out of these eyes and expecting them to be mean to me, or expecting them to be unkind, or not get me, not acknowledge me, act like I don't matter, all that kind of stuff, right? Because that happens at family stuff. It does. You know those reunions where you know one person or maybe 3 that don't really care for you. They don't really want you in their life at the end of the day. So, and believe me, I hear from so many people about this, like, gosh, I want to be connected to these people or those people or that family member or whatever, but I can't because I'm not being received at all. And so the most accepting thing you can do is connect with the essential self of that person, because then you don't have any of your pain or your hurt or your rejection or abandonment, neglect, any of that stuff in the way. It's just love to love matching up, light to light. So this will make more sense when you pass, probably. If you don't, if it's hard to comprehend now, you'll get it when you pass, because that's where we are. We're in light. And then we're like, whoa, this is way easier than we were making it on an airplane, right? So that's what they're talking about with the messages of quantum for this month, is go into it with a little different way. Go in with gratitude, see what you can see, to be receptive to another person where he or she is, and check out this 3rd eye area and just concentrate on that and see what happens in you with that shift of, rather than looking at the person expecting something negative to happen. All right? So that's that part of the message of quantum. Now, here's the other part that they really wanted to bring up, and it is, this is the end of the year in our Earth time, right? And what they suggest doing is assessing your year, going back to January, and seeing, I remember making some intentions coming into this new year of 2018 and thinking about what I really wanted to activate, to allow into my life, to let go of, to decide to heal, and assess, look through it. You'll remember what your intentions were. See where things either jived, they really came together, or they fell kind of away from you. You're like, ooh, I lost track of that one. I didn't get on top of that one. So then they have a disclaimer in this though. Do not get hard on yourself. Don't look at it as, look at that, I failed here, I failed there, I failed. No, they said get away, you just dump that off as fast as you can. Leap that away from you. Because failure puts us in a state of what? Lack. We think we are still missing something. We're still not good enough. We're still not perfect enough. We're still not activating things that, oh, we should have had down, 10 lessons ago, right? Well, guess what? We're going to keep doing things the way we do them until we're ready to change them, right? Sometimes those changes get a little rocky road, and sometimes they come a little bit later than we expected. It's okay. Because again, if you get down on yourself and you start beating yourself up at the end of the year, what do you think you're taking into your new year? You're right, self-sabotage. And a whole lot of loathing, self-loathing, which is the opposite of self-love, which is, if we are in self-love, we can achieve anything. If you are in self-love, you can access anything. You can receive anything. You can have great abundance, great love, great, your most unimaginable career passions and business passions, and etc. Personal endeavors and hobbies and adventures that you never even could think you could be doing because you loved yourself. So think about that. Go into this end of this month of December. Consider what you need to dump off, let go, send, shoot out there, and then jumping into this new year, taking into it that lightened way. Because what happens when you clear that way, all of a sudden you open yourself way up to let in the things that you do desire. So get off your back. Don't be too mean or hard on yourself, or be any kind of mean or hard to yourself. And really, really consider, oh yeah, I did get this done this year. Oh my gosh, I did change that. Oh my gosh, that's different. I'm handling that situation completely differently. Really pat yourself on the back, because what happens when we give ourselves that kind of love to say, you know what, Done good. You take that momentum, it builds upon itself, and you're going to shoot into the new year, open wide for brand new transformations, brand new healings, huge amounts of love, because you what? You allowed yourself to expand. Expansion is where it is for letting it all in, all right? Take care. This is Jeannie Blaha out of Colorado with your angel cowgirl. Take a walk with your angels and enjoyflames.com. Please feel free to share this video if you so desire. All right, peace and harmony.